My next guest is the very first person to ever appear on this show twice. Now, if you recall, he was our first Advanced Auto Parts NASCAR Weekly Series Spotlight, as we talked about his run to the 2020 NASCAR Short Track National title. But this time, I want to talk to him about his budding Xfinity career, where he put together a Martinsville win and then back-to-back second place finishes at Darlington and Dover. And in doing so, has made a case not only for his own future, but showed the highest level of the racing community that weekly racers can get it done on the big stage if they're just given the chance. I am so pleased to welcome back to the wind tunnel, Josh Berry. All right, man, you are setting the world on fire, kind of fulfilling what your hopes and dreams were the last time we visited.
Yeah, definitely. Really, it's been an amazing last couple months. We've really been able to capitalize really ever since Martinsville. I think up until Martinsville, I felt like our team, we had a lot of speed. We were just having trouble putting together the races. And really ever since Martinsville, we've been able to do that. And like I said, coming off of a win at Martinsville, a couple second place finishes, and we were leading at Talladega and had a tire go down. So we're on a pretty good run right now.
Oh, by the way, at the last time out, 100K isn't too shabby either, my friend.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome for Xfinity, what they put on there with that Dash for Cash. And it was really, I was really thankful that I got to compete in that twice. And obviously win it too is a really big deal. It really helps with our program, helps Junior Motorsports out. Because, it's a lot of money.
Let me ask you this. You were excited about the opportunity. And then success, well, it came eventually, but now you're running out of races. You didn't run COTA last week. So I wondered if, when I said you're making the case for your future, can you describe the emotions of knowing that at least for the short term, you're reaching the end of the arrangement?
Yeah. It's definitely a little, it's just a different situation, but the reality of it is that I knew that going into it. I knew that was the situation that we were in, and I just hate that. We're fine. We're doing so well, right? Like we're really communicating very well, working very well with each other right now. So you hate to see that go, but it's a great opportunity for Sam. I know that Sam will do really well with that group, and our cars are really fast right now. So, right, we're just going to try to keep doing what we've been doing.
Are you still working in the Xfinity shop?
No, I still work for the late model team. We're actually testing today at Caraway with one of our drivers, William Cox. So I've been able to stay pretty busy. I think that's kind of helped my Xfinity effort a little bit, just being able to stay busy with that different stuff, and being able to race the late model car about 4 times this year, and picked up a really big win at Orange County a few weeks ago on top of everything that we've had going on. So it's been a lot of fun.
We all know the story about you and the relationship that has developed between you and Dale Jr. I have got to assume that he has had some words of encouragement for you to hopefully carry you over until you get a full-time shot.
Yeah, I think he's made it pretty clear. He hasn't really had to he's made it clear publicly that, we're working really hard on putting together a program for me next year. And it feels great to have his support. He's always been super supportive of me, but I think he's just been, I don't know if surprised is the right word, but just really excited for how well we've ran. I think Martinsville was very special to be able to win, but even going into, Darlington and Dover and having great runs like that, and with winning the Dash for Cash and all that going on, I think it's just it's kind of solidifying my opportunity. I think after I won Martinsville, I felt like even though I won, I felt like at the same time, there was people there saying, well, it's a short track. He's a short track racer, kind of just still maybe questioning that part of it a little bit. But so our plan was to go kind of drive the stake into the ground and try to go win at one of these bigger tracks. And we haven't won, but we've ran well enough that it really, I don't feel like we really needed to win to prove that we can do it.
Look at, man, you had it all hung out only to be on a restart, which was the last thing you wanted to see. A couple of doubling up with seconds. That ain't too shabby. All right, let me shift gears for a second and go back to the Martinsville victory. It was pretty evident that you were very emotional in victory lane, but the telling thing for me was the message you sent to short track racers all over the country.
Yeah, I mean, that's that's who I am. That's what got me here, and I have a great appreciation for how hard it is to race at that level. Just let alone just the competition side of it, but the amount of work that it takes to prepare the race cars and financially the commitment that a lot of people make. I mean, a lot of people, make a lot of sacrifices to go race on Saturday nights, and I have a appreciation for that. I think, a lot of people maybe, you don't see people get those opportunities as frequent. So it was a great opportunity for me to throw some love to those guys, because I mean, the reality of it is that's who I am. And even if I didn't win Martinsville or this opportunity didn't go that well, that's what I would be back doing afterwards.
Well, there's no question. It certainly was inspirational. So you've mentioned that you've gone back to the late models, and I'm interested. Has the dynamic in interacting with those short trackers changed now that, at least in their mind, you've tasted the big time and you've beaten some of the best?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just think there's a lot of people that are, obviously, just proud of the job that I've done, and just the same thing. I mean, it's people that I've gotten along with, haven't gotten along with. I mean, I think there's that mutual respect to understand how hard it is to do what I've been doing. I said this, especially when we started this deal. I mean, I'm legitimately going from a late model stock to an Xfinity car at all these different tracks with no practice. That's pretty hard in my book. It's, I knew going into this opportunity that it was going to be pretty tough, and it has been. But it just took us a little bit to get going. But the last few races have been really special.
You don't have to answer this question if it's a secret, but have you been contacted? Have there been feelers put out to you to see if you are open to full-time opportunities outside of junior motorsports?
I mean, very few. There has been a couple maybe meetings, talks, but really nothing, nothing substantial yet. Like I said, we're working really hard at Junior Motorsports to put together a program for me. It's just about, kind of finalizing a few pieces to the puzzle and seeing what we can do. I think, that's obviously where my heart is and where I want to be, but, I have to entertain any of these opportunities that may come my way. I've had a lot of different opportunities come over the last month, obviously the Cup deal with Spire Motorsports, a couple, an ARCA race, truck race, potentially something I'm working on. I'm just trying to get as much laps as I can. Just trying to get as much experience as I can, because the reality of it is I'm behind on a lot of that stuff. Even though I'm accomplished short track racer, I still haven't made a lot of starts at the National Series. So I'm just trying to gain all the experience I can.
Well, I find it interesting. Your biggest fan, your boss, Dale Jr., he's got to be aware of the fact that if they can't get the financial package put together, that an opportunity for you is going to come along. How does he react to that? Or do you think maybe, and this is my opinion, because of that fact, LD and Kelly and himself are out beating the bushes to keep you in the house?
Yeah, I think, I think that they, like I said, they're working really hard and they put together this opportunity for me in the first place, and we've made the most of it. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's unique situation with me and how long I've been at Junior Motorsports that really I've got a lot of the company behind me. They're really excited, and it takes a group effort from everyone, and it starts at the top with Dale and Kelly and LW, but it takes a group effort from across the whole company to be able to put together a deal like that. So I think they're I'm pretty optimistic about it. Feel good about where we're at with everything. I'm just going to try to enjoy these last few races for this year, and just see what comes along the way for the second half of this year. But like I said, our goal is to put together something for next year.
Well, listen, not since Ross Chastain, the watermelon farmer, captured the imagination of the racing public has there been someone that, well, if their favorite driver doesn't win, they're pulling for Josh Berry. That in and of itself is quite an accomplishment. As I said, you're the only person that's ever appeared on the show twice. And here's the deal: win again, and we'll make it 3. How about that?
That sounds like a plan. Like I said, we're looking forward to these last couple races, and it should be some good places for us. We actually get practice for a couple of them, so that'll be different. That'll be the first time I've really practiced and qualified with this group, so we'll see how that goes. But it's like I said, it's just been a pleasure to do this stuff, and been a lot of fun, and we're just trying to enjoy it.
Good luck, my friend.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Be well, pal.